Good snap, the hold, the kick is up, the kick is good!
Will be a swing by Kramer, kept alive by Jalbert. Lucas with the attack off the side of the block for the kill.
Gazette, he looks to go off guard, tucks back inside to the A gap, and he gets in for the touchdown.
Harrington, angle, off a touch, diving, Dunbar, holy cats, wow!
Starcevic in the shotgun, play action, looking for man, has him down the field to his brother Starcevic for the touchdown. It's 31 yards. Jake.
Halsted Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good evening and welcome to Hawley, where the battle for Lee's paddle will be taking place as the Hawley Nuggets host the Barnesville Trojans. How you doing, everyone? I'm Joe Lancello. Thanks for joining us here on yourliveevent.com. Barnesville comes in with a record of 3-0. They are the runners-up from last year in Class AA football in Minnesota, and the Trojans ranked number 1 of the state in Class 2A by the Minnesota Star-Tribune in their rankings this week. Barnesville coming off wins over Dilworth, Linden, Felton 24-12, Roseau 56-12, and Pelican Rapids 38-16. Hawley checks in with a record of 2-1. The Nuggets lost their opener to Perham here at home 14-12. And Coach Peter Nats saying in our postgame comments that night that he wanted to and would see improvement from the Nuggets, and it appears he has. Hawley defeated Frazee 42-7 on the road 2 weeks ago, and then last week defeated Roseau here at home 50-16. So Hawley with a 2-1 record. Both teams 2-0 in Region 8 AA play. We will check in with both the coaches, Brian Strand from Hawley and Peter Nats from Hawley, and we'll do that after these words on yourliveevent.com.
Wild Rice Electric Cooperative, we're more than just your energy provider. We're your friends, your neighbors, and partners in progress. With a deep concern for our community and a commitment to teamwork, we're dedicated to empowering every member we serve. From lighting up your homes to supporting local initiatives, Wild Rice Electric is here to energize our community. Because when we work together, we all thrive. Wild Rice Electric Cooperative, empowering you, empowering our community.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
The premier Red River Valley land sale is coming soon. Stevedale and Farmland Sales eXp Realty is proud to present 600 acres of fabulous farmland located near Moorhead, Minnesota. The Allen Family Farm Sale will take place at the Moorhead Marriott Hotel on October 23rd at 10 a.m. For more information, visit SteveDaleandFarmlandSales.com and ThePeoplesCompany.com or call me, Steve Dalen, at 701-893-8517.
Optima Real Estate Development and Property Management is your partner in unlocking your property's potential. Optima Companies are fully licensed in Minnesota and North Dakota, covering real estate, development, and property management. Optima Companies, making a positive impact by building for the needs of the community. For more information, dial 701-715-3283 or visit www.optima-nd.com.
Homegrown Local Radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Welcome back to Hawley as the Nuggets off in the battle for the East panel tonight. Brian Schran, the coach of the Barnesville Trojans, off to another solid start, 3-0, and putting up some big numbers like last week against Pelican Rapids.
Yeah, I mean, we're staying healthy for the most part, and our kids are clicking very, very well, and hasn't been too bad yet.
An interesting stat, maybe the most interesting I've heard, is that you have yet to punt this season, so that says you're doing a good job of keeping the ball and at least moving it downfield far enough.
It is. We've turned it over a few times, but that hasn't hurt us per se. But yeah, the kids have done a nice job of controlling the game, the ball, and just doing the right things.
Graduation means a different team every year, obviously. Who are some of the fellows that are stepping up this year?
Gannon Ballgreen has been huge for us, Major Ness. Cam Halverson had a great first game, but then he kind of tweaked his hamstring. Last week he kind of twisted up the knee a little bit. He should be back for us here in the next few weeks. Offensive, I mean, there's a lot of them. Jack Macy has done a really, really good job. Colin Morey, Nick Robidoux. I mean, there's just a ton of kids that have just stepped up, and you know, it's kind of the next man up mentality.
And a lot of these guys are doing it on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, in the past we've had enough depth where we haven't had to play a ton of kids on both sides, and we don't quite have the depth as we once did, but everyone's stepping forward.
This is a good rivalry matchup with Hawley, and obviously you're going to get their A game since they're on a bit of a hot streak.
Yeah, and it's Barnesville Hawley. We talked to our kids before the game. This is a huge rivalry game, and at times, you know, it doesn't matter who you've played up to this point. You're always going to get the other team's best performance.
What will be the important things for your team tonight?
We need to hold on to the ball. We need to make good, solid offensive plays, and we need to be able to cover all of their weapons. They have a fantastic quarterback. They have very, very good backs to go along with it. So we just need to play into our strengths and stop them from getting big plays.
All right, best of luck.
Thank you, sir.
That's Brian Strand, coach of the Barnesville Trojans. We'll be back with our pregame show as we continue on YourLiveEvent.com.
Land sale is coming soon. Steedale and Farmland Sales eXp Realty is proud to present 600 acres of fabulous farmland located near Moorhead, Minnesota. The Allen Family Farm Sale will take place at the Moorhead Marriott Hotel on October 23rd at 10 a.m. For more information, visit SteveDaleandFarmlandSales.com and ThePeoplesCompany.com or call me, Steve Dalen, at 701-893-8517.
Optima Real Estate Development and Property Management is your partner in unlocking your property's potential. Optima Companies are fully licensed in Minnesota and North Dakota, covering real estate, development, and property management. Optima Companies, making a positive impact by building for the needs of the community. For more information, dial 701-715-3283 or visit www.optima-nd.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ. 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Now available, the 2024 R&J Sports Fall Sports Guide. The digital version of the R&J Sports Fall Sports Guide is available at rjbroadcasting.com. This year, featuring schedules for the fall sports teams in the region, along with photos, coaches' bios, and highlights from the 2023 season and the fall broadcast schedule for R&J Sports and YourLiveEvent.com. The digital version of the 2024 R&J Sports Guide is available now at rjbroadcasting.com.
And back at Hawley, Joe Lanceller with you from the Scalroot Athletic Complex. We had a technical problem with our recording of the interview with Coach Peter Natz. We apologize for that, and Coach Natz very pleased that the improvement he's seen overall from his team in their back-to-back victories at Frazee 2 weeks ago, 42-7, and last week at home against Roseau, 50-16. One thing he was quite happy with was the senior leadership being shown by his older players. As we see the players at midfield dealing with the coin toss. And Coach Natz also talking about a kicker they have now kicking extra points. That is Nico Lamano, a junior. He's an exchange student from Italy. Hawley has won the toss and deferred. And it will be Barnesville receiving to our left when we get things started here in just a few minutes. Nico Lamano, to the best as I can figure out, not all the stats were available for the Frazee game, but 7 of 8 in kicking extra points. And Coach Natz impressed with the way that Nico has adjusted to kicking a ball that isn't round like a soccer ball, but is shaped the way a football is. Oblong, I think that's the word. But anyway, he's done that very well for the Nuggets, and it could possibly be. You never know that if they need a field goal, like say a 30-yard field goal or so, he might be able to come up with that. And that'll be interesting to see his progress through the course of the season. He had just come out for the team the first week of school for the Pregame, and so wasn't eligible for that, but has kicked in the last 2 games for the Nuggets. And the big PowerPoint that Coach Natz wanted to make is no mistakes. No turnovers, no fumbles. And frankly, that's something you can't really do against a poor team. And you take on a very solid team like Barnesville that really emphasizes no mistakes, or the need for no mistakes. Those are our pregame coaches' comments. We'll be back with the starting lineups as Hawley takes on Barnesville. We'll be back after these words on YourLiveEvent.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors on their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hi, this is Jim, and along with Bernie, we're inviting R&J Broadcasting Incorporated listeners to join us on a tour of the Hawaiian Islands, February 22nd through March 3rd. The Big Island will be part of this trip, while taking in the breathtaking views of Oahu, the Big Island, and Maui. Enjoy the perfect balance between scheduled activities mixed with personal leisure time. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ to learn more about this tour, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Back at Hawley, Joe Lancello with you as we take a look at the starting lineups now. Barnesville will be receiving after Hawley won the coin toss and decided to defer to the second half. So here's the Barnesville offense. The quarterback will be number 6, Gannon Bowlgreen. He's a 6'1", 180-pound senior. Completed 12 of 16 passes for 253 yards, 3 touchdowns with 1 interception. He's also rushed for 282 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 6 extra points. Barnesville does not kick for the conversion. They play with an old-fashioned T formation, as you can see there. The left halfback, one of the halfbacks will be Major Ness, number 3, a 6'1", 175-pound junior. He's rushed for 5 touchdowns and 173 yards. He's also caught 5 passes with 1 touchdown. The fullback is Jacob Strand, number 4, a 5'9", 140-pound freshman, and he is the son of Coach Brian Strand. Jacob has rushed for 206 yards and 3 touchdowns. And the other halfback will be number 10, Connor Clemene, a 6'2", 180-pound junior. 12 carries for 50 yards and 2 extra points on the year. 2 tight ends, 82, Brendan Torkelson, a 6'3", 190-pound junior. Hasn't caught a pass this year, but he has 1 rush for 13 yards. The other tight end will be Jack Macy, number 84, a 6'3", 200-pound senior. His 1 catch was good for a 31-yard touchdown. The offensive line for Barnesville, number 58, Aiden Kent is the center. The guards, Nicholas Robideau, 54, and 55, Colin Murray, a senior. And Murray has actually scored 4 extra points, so I'm wondering if they line him up as a power back in the backfield on conversion tries. The offensive tackles for Barnesville, 57, Cody Mostu, a 6', 225-pound junior, and 65, Owen Torkelson, a 6'4", 215-pound sophomore. Brian Strand, the coach of Barnesville, the Trojans, 3-0 on the year. And they'll face this Hawley defense, which will be a 4-3 setup. The defensive ends, number 55, Tristan Lullaby, a senior, and 54, Dane Hinkle, a senior. The tackles, 64, Blake Bigger, 6'3", 244, a senior, and 66, Blake Downer, 6'7", 232, and a senior. The 3 linebackers, the one lining up on the outside is Zach Liebach, number 2, a senior. Inside linebackers, 22, Jack Ames, a senior, and 41, Grady Hines, a senior. In the secondary, at the corners, number 20, Jason Skank, a junior, and number 1, Mark Schauer, a senior at 6'5". The safeties, number 14, Levi Lohm, a senior, and number 7, Noah Nelson, a senior. And we'll turn things around and give you the lineup when Hawley has the football when we return after these words on YourLiveEvent.com.
Lakes Community Co-op delivers more than just propane into a tank. They deliver a commitment to customer safety with professional, knowledgeable service. Lakes Community Co-op propane customers can relax because having a monitored tank allows Lakes Community Co-op to know tank levels and therefore make timely deliveries. This takes away all your worries. Call 1-888-935-2281 for propane from Lakes Community Co-op. For more information, visit lakescommunitycoop.com.
Keep your job site stocked with reliable service from Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Our team specializes in everything concrete. That means hand tools and equipment, rebar of all shapes and sizes, concrete forming packages and ICFs, decorative concrete materials like color, stain, sealers, and coatings. And let's not forget our impressive fleet of winter construction equipment to keep the concrete flowing all year round. If you've got concrete questions, we've got concrete answers at Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters.
Joe Lancello back with you at Hawley. And let's take a look at the Hawley Nuggets lineup on offense. The quarterback will be number 7, Noah Nelson, a 6'5", 227-pound senior. He's thrown for 7 touchdowns and rushed for 5 and has scored 2 extra points. The running back will be number 24, Liam Peterson, a 5'8", 163-pound junior. Wide receivers, Number 1, Mark Schauer, 6'5", 176-pound senior. He's got 2 touchdowns on the year. The other wide receiver, number 2, Zach Liebach, a 6'2", 172-pound senior. He has caught 1 touchdown pass this season. Slot receiver is number 14, Levi Lum, a 6'1", 170-pound senior. The H-back will be number 20, Jackson Skank, a 6'2", 156-pound junior. On the offensive line, 55, Tristan Lullaby will be the center, 6'2", 191 senior. At the guard, 64, Blake Bigger, a senior, and 54, Dane Hinkle, a senior. And the offensive tackles, Blake Downer, a senior, and 56, Connor Kosmatka, 5'10", 209, a junior. Peter Knotts, the coach of Hawley, the Nuggets 2-1 on the year, 2-0 in Region 8AA play. And Hawley will face this 4-3 defense from the Barnesville Trojans. At the ends, 82, Brendan Torkelson, 6'3", 190, a senior, and 84, Jack Macy, a senior, 6'3", 200. He's got 6 tackles, 3 for loss, 1 sack on the year. The defensive tackles, 52, Cash Toole, a 5'9", 195-pound senior, and number 77, Carson Smith, 6'7", 370 pounds. And the linebackers for Barnesville, number 3, Major Ness, a junior. He's got 1 interception on the year. 54, Nicholas Robideau, a senior. He's got 1 interception and 3 tackles for loss on the year. And 55, Colin Morey, a senior. In the secondary, playing the corners, number 9, Adam Brandon, a 6', 140-pound junior. The other corner will be number 11, Elias Cox, a junior, with 10 tackles and 1 interception on the year. At the safeties, 23, Braden Dunham, a sophomore. And the free safety, number 6, Gannon Bowlgreen, a senior. He's got 1 interception and 10 tackles on the year. Checking the standings in Section 8 AA, Park Rapids is 3-0. That's because they played in Roseau last night and defeated the Rams 21-14. So Park Rapids at 3-0. The winner of this game between Barnesville and Hawley will join Park Rapids in a tie for first place. Both Barnesville and Hawley at 2-0. Pelican Rapids and Frazee 1-1. Crookston and Warroad are 0-2. And Roseau is 0-3. Other games tonight besides this game in 8AA, Warroad is at Frazee. And Pelican Rapids at Crookston. These teams with one common opponent on the year, and that was Roseau. The Rams were here in Hawley last week, and it was the Nuggets beating them 50-16. And 2 weeks ago, Barnesville hosted Roseau and was a 56-12 winner. And our scoreboard tonight brought to you by Lakes Community Co-op, lakescommunitycoop.com for energy solutions, convenience stores, a meat market, a car wash, feed, and more at Lakes Community Co-op, several locations across the area. Other games that we have tonight that you can watch later on yourliveevent.com. Mahnomen Waban, well, let's see here. No, those are our radio games. Other games televised, Polk County West at Ada Borup West. It is homecoming for the Cougars. Kindred playing at Central Cass. Northern Cass at Lisbon. Park River area at Carrington. And Hillsborough Central Valley at Ellendale Edgeley-Colm. Ellendale Edgeley-Colm is a team getting some votes in the North Dakota high school rankings. And I mentioned earlier, Barnesville ranked number 1 in the state in Class 2A in the rankings from the Minnesota Star Tribune. And we'll come back to Hawley for the opening kickoff in the Battle for Lee's Paddle when we return after these words on YourLiveEvent.com.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care.
The team at Riverview Health is getting stronger to serve you better. Riverview Health is pleased to welcome orthopedic surgeon Dr. Brennan Smith. Dr. Smith specializes in joint replacements and sports medicine. Dr. Smith is now seeing patients at Riverview Clinic in Crookston, East Grand Forks, and Thief River Falls. You know you'll be in good hands with Riverview Health when you need specialized care. For appointments, call 218-281-9595.
At Wild Rice Electric Cooperative, we're more than just your energy provider. We're your friends, your neighbors, and partners in progress. With a deep concern for our community and a commitment to teamwork, we're dedicated to empowering every member we serve. From lighting up your homes to supporting local initiatives, Wild Rice Electric is here to energize our community. Because when we work together, we all thrive. Wild Rice Electric Cooperative, empowering you, empowering our community.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
The premier Red River Valley land sale is coming soon. Steedale and Farmland Sales eXp Realty is proud to present 600 acres of fabulous farmland located near Moorhead, Minnesota. The Allen Family Farm Sale will take place at the Moorhead Marriott Hotel on October 23rd at 10 a.m. For more information, visit SteveDaleandFarmlandSales.com and ThePeoplesCompany.com or call me, Steve Dalen, at 701-893-8517.
Optima Real Estate Development and Property Management is your partner in unlocking your property's potential. Optima Companies are fully licensed in Minnesota and North Dakota, covering real estate, development, and property management. Optima Companies, making a positive impact by building for the needs of the community. For more information, dial 701-715-3283 or visit www.optima-nd.com.
Welcome back to Hawley. Joe Lancello with you. As the Barnsley starters being introduced, the Trojans in their traveling white uniforms, purple numbers, purple pants with white trim, purple helmets with white. Hawley will be in the home maroon uniforms with gold numbers, gold and white trim on the sleeves, maroon pants, and maroon helmets.
At running back number 4, Jacob Strand. At running back number 10,
Barnesville 3-0 on the year, and interestingly enough, they have not punted in 3 games. Which, as I said to Coach Brian Strand in the pregame show, certainly shows that the Nuggets are able to move the ball, if not into the end zone, certainly get it downfield far enough where the other team has a long way to go. This is actually the next to last home game for the Hawley Nuggets. Their next 2 games will be on the road at Park Rapids and Pelican Rapids. And they'll finish up with their homecoming game on Friday, October 11th, 3 weeks from tonight against War Road. And that will be a 6 o'clock kickoff. And speaking of War Road, that is where Barnesville will be going next week, and this will be a short week coming up for the Trojans because they'll be playing on Thursday night up at War Road. And that will be a 6 o'clock kickoff, too. And this is the 8th battle for Lee's Paddle. Traveling trophy between Barnesville and Hawley. This was set up in honor of the late Lee Eklund, who was a longtime coach here at Hawley who passed away from cancer in 2017. And there have been some collection areas set up for cancer research in Lee Eklund's honor. And it's Barnesville who currently hold the paddle. Beautiful night here in Hawley. 73 degrees under sunny skies. Wind out of the south at 5 miles an hour, gusting to 8. Humidity 49%. A very, very nice evening. While we haven't seen any fall colors, really, we have seen another sign of fall, which was a lot of leaves that had fallen and had landed on the stands. And it will be Hawley kicking off. Colton Klages, number 32, handles the kickoff honors. He's a sophomore. Back to receive for Barnesville, number 3, Major Ness, and number 6, Gannon Bullgreen. The visitors' grandstand on the other side of the stadium here is about as full as you can get. Very important game. Here's the kick. Squibbed. Fielded on top of the 30-yard line. And stopped near the 40-yard line was number 10, Connor Clemene, a 6'2", 180-pound junior. And they'll spot that ball right on the 40-yard line. So Barnesville with some good field position. Gannon Bullgreen under center, double tight end set. The full house backfield, the T formation, original form. And an inside handoff gets nowhere for Jacob Strand, number 4. No gain, 2nd and 10 as 66 Blake Downer makes the tackle. Downer at 6'7", 232. Bullgreen under center, 2nd and 10. Major Ness on the carry, breaking through on the right side, cutting to the outside, into the Hawley territory, and will be run out of bounds near the Nugget 40. Ness with 173 yards rushing on 21 carries and 5 touchdowns. And we go from 40 to 40 after a pickup of 20 for Major Ness. Ball on the near hash as the Trojans go from left to right in the traveling white with purple. Again, the double tight end set, Bullgreen under center. And Clemene with a fake. Bullgreen on a bootleg to the left side, and he'll stumble for a gain of a couple. Number 57, Cody Mostu, an offensive tackle, was a little slow to get up. Be a gain of 2 for Bullgreen to the 42, or the 38-yard line. 2nd down and 8 for the Trojans. Again, the full house backfield on 2nd and 8. And was an inside handoff again for Jacob Strand. And he picked up just 1 yard to the 37, sets up 3rd and 7. Almost 2 minutes played in the opening quarter, just underway here. Joe Lanzola with you. Brady Siebel's on the camera tonight. Third and 7 for Barnesville. Ness on the carry over the right side. Got barely past the first wall, but no chance to get by the second. Blake Bigger and Jack Ames in on the hit. So a gain to the 24-yard line. Ness picking up 3. So it's 4th and 4. No punt coming here. Again, the full house backfield. Hawley piling men in the box. And the ball came loose. And Hawley has it. I didn't see who got the recovery. But a nice job by the Nugget defense to force a turnover on 4th down. And they'll take it over for their first series of the night with 8:53 to go in a scoreless first quarter. Noah Nelson out of the pistol. Give it to the tailback, just going straight ahead. We'll see where the mark is forward progress for Liam Peterson, number 24. They'll give him 3 yards to the 36, 2nd down and 7 for the Nuggets. Jason Skenk lines up wide to the left side. Nelson now from the pistol, 3 receivers to the right. Nelson rolling right, throwing. Pass caught quickly by Levi Lum, and he's hit quickly. Major Ness made the tackle from his linebacker spot. No gain on the play. That'll make it 3rd and 7 for the Nuggets. Just underway. A couple of teams that are 2-0 in Region 8 AA play. Nelson, I was going to say surrounded by 2 backs, but Mid-Thune now lines up as a wing on the right. Nelson, boy, does he have time. He'll run left, dump it off, caught by Mid-Thune, and he will have a first down. Tough to wrestle him down, but the first down for the Nuggets. After a gain of 9.
That's a Hawley Nugget first down.
Nuggets going from right to left. Skenk lining up wide left, wing on the left side. And to give for Mid-Thune, and he's across midfield into Barnesville territory. Lincoln Mid-Thune, number 5, a sophomore. Actually, that ball right on the 50 for a pickup of 5, 2nd and 5. Two receivers right, wing on the right, 1 receiver left. Peterson, the setback, had a little space to the right, but it was closed off very quickly as he was hit by Brendan Torkelson, 82, and Isaiah Zajac, 83. Gain of about a yard and a half. Call it third and a long 4 for the Nuggets. 2 wide to either side. Nelson, quick pass far side, caught by Midthun. First down, more down the far sideline. And Midthun across the 30-yard line. Second big catch for Midthun on this drive to produce a first down. They'll spot that at the 29-yard line after a gain of 19. Nelson giving it off to a tailback, Grady Hines, a senior, 5'7", 190. Hines picked up 2 to the 27, second down and 8, Hawley. Fast-moving first quarter, more than halfway through it. Nelson back to throw, has an open receiver. It's caught by Skank. Jackson Skank with the grab, and that'll be a first down. 3 first downs in this drive for Hawley, and all coming from the pass. Gain of 14 makes it 1st and 10 from the 13 for Hawley. Peterson, the setback, they faked the handoff, and Nelson kept it himself, trying to sneak between center and left guard. Did not gain much. No gain, in fact, on the play. Second down and 10 from the 13. Hawley trying to convert after recovering the fumble on a 4th down play. Nelson, play fake, rolling right, throwing right. Pass is off the fingertips of Zach Liebach, number 2. First incompletion of the day for Nelson after completing 4 straight passes. 3rd and 10 now. 4:24 to go in the opening quarter. And we may see Nico Lamanto, the exchange student from Italy, try a field goal depending how things go here. 3rd and 10. Nelson will keep it himself. And he'll be brought down across the 10. Jack Macy making the tackle. Now, what do you do if you're Hawley? Ball's on the 7-yard line, 4th and 4. Nuggets going for it. Peterson at Nelson's right hip. Blitz coming, throws it out far side. Midthun was the intended receiver. He wasn't able to get it. So it will be Barnesville taking over on downs deep in their territory with 3:38 to go in a scoreless first quarter. Hawley keeping the ball for 5 minutes and 15 seconds on that drive. Barnsley Barnesville with a long way to go. Barnsley is a city in England. Don't mind me. Barnesville is who we have here. Gannon Bullgreen under center. And a gift for Ness. Trying to go over the right side, and he's wrestled down. after a short gain. Gunnar Fleming with the tackle, number 21, a senior, 6'1", 163. Ness picked up 3 to the 10-yard line, 2nd down, 7. Barnesville again, the double tight end set. And whistles. Our first penalty of the night. And a false start called, illegal procedure against the Barnesville Trojans. That'll move it back to the 5-yard line, setting up 2nd and a dozen. Barnesville going into reverse. Bolgreen with a long look at the defense. And he'll keep it himself. And he'll burst into the secondary and get a first down to about the 35. Man, Bolgreen wasn't just quick there, he was sudden. A gain of 30 and a first down for Barnesville. So that was their get a jail-free card. A 30-yard gain by Gannon Bolgreen. Full house backfield. And up the gut is Connor Clemeen. He'll get across the 40, yes, to the 42 after a gain of 7. Clemeen, 6'2", 180, a junior. 2nd and 3 Trojans. Clemeen, Cox, and Ness, the 3 backs, behind quarterback Gannon Bolgreen. Bolgreen going to throw for the first time, and the pass is caught by Clemeen. It is a first down. He wasn't able to get back up and run, but still with a first down. Barnesville's second first down of the drive. At gain of 7 to the 49. Just over a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Barnesville on the march. Play clock at 10. Bolgreen will keep it himself. Breaks through the crowd and is stopped at the 35. Bolgreen with a good fake to a running back. And then again, when he gets going, he's got really quick steps. To the 35 of Hawley after a gain of 16. Third first down of this drive, which started at the Barnesville 7. Trojans have stayed in this formation, the double tight end set in the full house backfield. Bolgreen under center. And Bolgreen keeping it himself. And he'll get to the 25 of the Nuggets. Jackson Skenk on the tackle. That's a gain of 10. That's another first down. 3 consecutive first downs on this drive for the Trojans. And it looks like our next play will be at the start of the second quarter. After 1 quarter on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, LakesCommunityCoop.com for energy solutions, convenience stores, a meat market, car wash, feed, and more. No score between Barnesville and Hawley, but Barnesville looking to change that. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
From Hawley, Joe Lancello with you. Start of the second quarter, no score. Barnsley with a 1st and 10 at the Hawley 25-yard line. Gannon Bullgreen under center with a full house backfield. And a give over the left side. Connor Clemene on the carry. Cross the 20-yard line into the red zone to the 18 after a gain of 7. Barnesville's first drive ended on a fumble on a 4th down play. Now they're in the red zone. And Bullgreen colliding with, oh, good grief. It was Elias Cox on the carry. I had seen Bullgreen collide with Major Ness, thinking Bullgreen was trying to hand off the ball, but he'd already gotten rid of it. It'll be 1st and goal after a gain of 15 for junior Elias Cox. Ness, Strand, and Clemene, the 3 running backs behind Bullgreen. And that is a touchdown for Connor Clemene. For Clemene, his first touchdown of the year. So Barnesville with a 93-yard scoring drive. Taking just under 6 minutes. And the Trojans go for 2 at all times. Bullgreen keeping it, getting over the right side, and getting in for the deuce. So on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, LakesCommunityCoop.com with energy solutions, convenience stores, meat market, car wash, feed, and more. It's Barnesville 8 and Hawley nothing. The kickoff after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
Now available, the 2024 R&J Sports Fall Sports Guide. The digital version of the R&J Sports Fall Sports Guide is available at rjbroadcasting.com. This year, featuring schedules for the fall sports teams in the region, along with photos, coaches' bios, and highlights from the 2023 season and the fall broadcast schedule for R&J Sports and YourLiveEvent.com. The digital version of the 2024 R&J Sports Guide is available now at rjbroadcasting.com.
Barnesville scoring drive, 9 plays, 93 yards, taking 451. And the Trojans score first. And kicking off will be Colin Morey, number 55. Oh, wait, we have a different kicker here. Squibb fielded. Number 17, Dylan Hoekstra, a sophomore, 6'1", 170 on the return. And the kickoff man was Alexander Dorton, number 51, a senior. So the Nuggets with a good place to start their second drive of the game at their own 45. Trailing 8-0. Noah Nelson out of the pistol. Rolling right. Now starting to go against the grain, but he'll be brought down for a loss. It was Colin Morey who made the tackle, his second tackle for loss of the year and a first sack. He's a senior, 5'11", 195. Loss of 3 to the 42-yard line, 2nd and 12 for the Nuggets. 2 receivers right and a wing on the right side and a whistle. I don't see a flag. An equipment issue and no, timeout Barnesville. So we've got a break here on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. LakesCommunityCoop.com, Energy Solutions, C-Stores, Meat Market, Car Wash, Feed, and more. 10:03 to go in the half. Barnesville 8, Hawley nothing. We'll be right back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
After the Barnesville timeout, Hawley looking at 2nd and 12 from their own 42. Middoon goes in motion, and it'll be Nelson keeping the ball, and he'll do very well to get back to the line of scrimmage. 64, Wyatt Mostu Conklin, a sophomore, 6'1", 210 with the stop. A gain of a yard to the 43. Third and 12. Nelson from the pistol, play fake, under pressure, gets the ball away, and incomplete. Zach Liebach thought he had a catch, but great work in the defensive backfield. Number 9, Adam Brandon, the quarterback, helping break that up along with Gannon Bolgreen. So it'll be the Nuggets back to punt now with 9:15 to go in the half. Zach Liebach is the punter for Hawley. Number 3, Ness, number 6, Bolgreen back to receive at about their own 30-yard line. Oh, that was off the side of his foot. And you know, that may actually be negative yardage on that kick. It took a Barnesville bounce, which didn't help matters. A negative 2 yards on the punt. So Barnesville taking over in Hawley territory with 9:07 to go in the half and an 8-0 lead. Double tight end set. Bull Green play fake. Rolling right, throwing white, caught by Jacob Strand. And he's inside the 10. We think of Barnesville as a running team, but Bull Green pulled off the play action pass right there. The gain is to the 10. It'll be first and goal. Or check that, the ball on the 9-yard line. 32 yards on the pass play. Clemene, I believe, was on the carry. Nelson and Hines on the tackle. Ball is on the 2 after a gain of 5. Barnesville on the doorstep looking to add to their 8-0 lead. Bull Green fake a handoff, sweep right, and he did get in for the score. Touchdown Barnesville. So Barnesville taking advantage of a shanked punt. And they're up 14-0 now with 7:49 to go to intermission. 3-play, 41-yard drive. Trojans again go for 2. Bull Green play fake, toss. And caught. Pass was tipped. And it was Jack Macy, number 84, with the grab for the deuce. So with 7:49 to go till halftime on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. LakesCommunityCoop.com for energy solutions, convenience stores, meat market, car wash, feed, and more. Barnesville 16, Hawley nothing. The kickoff after this on YourLiveEvent.com. Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com. Barnesville driving 41 yards in 3 plays. It took a minute 18 off the clock. Gannon Bull Green running for the score. Kickoff right to one of the upbacks of the 35-yard line and run back to the 46. And on the carry was Matt Crompton, a sophomore, 6'2", 167-pounder. So Hawley has had some decent field position. They'll start at their own 46. Their first 2 drives started at their own 33 and the 45. Nelson rolling left, throwing, passes caught. And that'll be a first down to Levi Lelm, L-E-L-M. Tackle by Elias Cox. As the Nuggets get into Trojan territory at the 42. After a gain of a dozen. Nelson from the pistol. With Peterson at his left hip, Peterson gets the football. He'll go down the left side, cross the 40-yard line. Gannon Bowlgreen making the tackle. They'll mark that on the 39 after a pickup of 3 for junior Liam Peterson. Liebach and Midthune line up wide to the left, wing on the right side. Nelson, play fake, dumps it near side. Pass is cut by Levi Lelm again. And I don't think he gained a thing. Adam Brandon from the corner position with the tackle. No gain on the pass play. That'll set up 3rd and 7 for Hawley. Nuggets trying to regain the battle for Lee's paddle. 3 receivers left. Nelson throws incomplete. He was looking for Zach Liebach, number 2, the coverage by number 9, Adam Brandon. So at 4th and 7 from the 39, does Hawley go for it, or will they try to punt it away? Noah Nelson coming into the huddle. Apparently they are going to go for it. 6:18 to go till halftime. 16-0 Barnesville. 2 receivers left. And a wing on the right. Nelson gets a block. Having to scramble now. Is able to get outside and get a first down. And more. And almost a score. He did get in for a touchdown. Noah Nelson with some good quickness of his own to get to the outside, and then it was a race down the far sideline. Hawley on the board, trailing 16-6 with 6:06 to go to intermission. Or hold it here. It is a touchdown. And the Nuggets are going to go for 2. Nico Lamano had come onto the field and was going to come off, and now he's back on the field. You'll wonder if the Nuggets are going to have to call a timeout here. 5-play, 54-yard drive. And apparently there's a problem with the lights on the near side of the field to our right. You might remember 3 weeks ago there was an issue there as well. Coach Peter Natz checking with the officials. Would they go to the other side of the field for the 2-point conversion maybe? Well, Hawley's going to go for 2. Hold it here. This is a situation where you wish the high school referees had microphones, like in the college and the pro ranks. Okay, take the 6 points off the board. And if you're a Poly fan, at least for now, that's what your hope is. It's at the 2-yard line, 1st and goal for Hawley. Nelson taking it himself straight ahead and scores. So it took Noah Nelson another carry to get the final 2 yards. So with 6:02 to go in the half, Hawley on the board, trailing 16-6. And they are going to kick for the extra point. 33 is Nico Lamano, an exchange student from Italy. Holding is number 5, Lincoln Midthune. Kick is up and away, and yes! 6:02 to go till halftime on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. Lakes Community Co-op downtown, .com, Energy Solutions, C-Stores, Meat Market, Car Wash, Feed, and more. It's Barnesville 16, Hawley 7. We'll have the kickoff after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hi, this is Jim, and along with Bernie, we're inviting R&J Broadcasting Incorporated listeners to join us on a tour of the Hawaiian Islands, February 22nd through March 3rd. The Big Island will be part of this trip while taking in the breathtaking views of Oahu, the Big Island, and Maui. Enjoy the perfect balance between scheduled activities mixed with personal leisure time. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ to learn more about this tour, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
So the final numbers on the Hawley scoring drive, 54 yards in 6 plays. Drive taking about 1:35. And Hawley's on the board with Colton Klages to kick off for the Nuggets. Ness and Bolgreen to receive. Kickoff is a squibber, field at the 31-yard line, bobble to the 31-yard line. But a carry to about the 43. And the return by number 84, Jack Macy, senior tight end and defensive end. Barnesville will have a decent place to start at their own 42-yard line. 5:56 to go on the half. Trojans with 2 timeouts left. The full house backfield, Ness, Strand, and Clamine. And a give inside for Strand, and not much there. Strand gaining 1 yard to the 43, 2nd and 9. Now for the first time, Barnesville splits out a receiver wide right. Still the full house backfield. And it's Bolgreen around the right side. And he'll be knocked out of bounds in front of his own bench. And he's across midfield. And that will be a first down for the Trojans at the Hawley 46 after a gain of 11. Receiver splits out wide left. That's Isaiah Zajac. Now Ness coming emotional in near side as Bolgreen rolls right. Whoa, man, found him. The pass is downfield, kind of a duck. It's incomplete. And we've got a flag for pass interference. Major Ness was the intended receiver. Coverage by Liam Peterson, number 24. And apparently they're going to call pass interference on the Nuggets. And that would be a first down for Barnesville. Oh, we've got a roughing the passer penalty. They declined the pass interference penalty, but roughing the passer. And that penalty Barnesville was glad to take. 15-yard penalty puts the ball at the Nugget 31-yard line. Barnesville on the march again, looking to add to a 16-7 lead. And the handoff for Clamine. And Levi Lum making the tackle. He was like the only man standing between Clamine and a touchdown. Oh, wait, we have a penalty on the play. So are they going to tack this on to the end of the play? And perhaps that's what the conference is. So this would have to be half the distance from the 15 to the 8. Clamine running for 16 and a first down. Personal foul on Hawley, so two penalties against the Nuggets. And the referee talking to head coach Peter Natz of the Nuggets, and Peter is not real happy. Stoppage comes with 4:54 to go on the half. Barnesville up 16-7 over Hawley. And the Trojans at first and goal at the 8. Well, first and goal, Barnesville from the Hawley 8-yard line. Green under center with the full house backfield. Green giving it off to Major Ness. Ness will get inside the 5. Tackle by linebacker Jack Ames. That'll be a gain of 6 to the 2-yard line, second and goal. Clock running, under 4.5 to go till halftime. Cox is in the backfield now. It'll be a running play and a touchdown. And I'm going to have to get a check on who scored that touchdown. Bottom line is it's 22-7 now with 4:10 to go in the half. So Barnesville bouncing back from the touchdown to drive 58 yards in 5 plays. Trojans going for the deuce. They're 2 for 2 on that tonight. Green rolling, and apparently handed it off. And it was Clamine who ran it in. So Barnesville 3 of 3 on 2-point conversions. So with 4:10 to go in the half on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, LakesCommunityCoop.com, energy solutions, convenience stores, meat market, car wash, feed, and more. Barnesville 24, Hawley 7. We'll be right back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Lakes Community Co-op delivers more than just propane into a tank. They deliver a commitment to customer safety with professional, knowledgeable service. Lakes Community Co-op propane customers can relax because having a monitored tank allows Lakes Community Co-op to know tank levels and therefore make timely deliveries. This takes away all your worries. Call 1-888-935-2281 for propane from Lakes Community Co-op. For more information, visit lakescommunitycoop.com.
Connor Clemene had come into the day not having scored a touchdown this season. He's got 2 so far in the first half against Hawley. Kickoff field to the 30-yard line. And return to the 37-yard line. And that was Elliott Lee, a sophomore, 5'11", 162. So the Nuggets will start off with 4:04 to go in the half, trailing 24-7. They've got all 3 timeouts remaining. And they'll start at their own 37. That scoring drive for Barnesville, the last one, took a minute 46. 2 receivers left. And a handoff for Peterson. He'll get to the 40. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Nuggets moving from the near hash. Nelson surrounded by backs. Nelson rolling left. Throwing in a crowd. It's deflected and it's intercepted. And may have been Bolgreen who came away with it. And the first turnover of the day goes Barnesville's favor. And it'll be the Trojans starting at their own 49 with 3:25 to go in the half. They're up 24-7. Scoreless after the first quarter, but the Trojans have scored 3 touchdowns here in the second. And the possibility of a 4th here. And it was Elias Cox who got the carry. Jack Ames on the hit. Well, we've a gain of a yard. Somebody must have had a knee down or something. Ball's on the 50, 2nd and 9 for the Trojans. Bolgreen, play action, under pressure, sacked. Peterson on the hit, along with number 2, Zach Liebach. First time Bolgreen's been sacked tonight. And a loss of 9. That'll set up 3rd and 18 as we near the 2-minute mark. Isaiah Zajac lines up wide right. Tight end on the left side. Again, the full house backfield. And now Cox goes in motion to the far side. Bolgreen back to throw. Nelson coming in on a blitz. Bolgreen rolls left, throws. Oh, almost caught by Jacob Strand, just off his fingertips. Good job of escaping the rush by Bolgreen as no one else was coming in very hard on a safety blitz. Now the 41-yard line with 1:39 to go. Jacob Strand has the punting responsibility, and it looks like he will line up to do that. You wonder if there might be a fake here. No, Strand will punt it away. First of the season for the Trojans, and that wound up taking a Hawley bounce. So Jacob Strand's punt will be marked down at the 34 or 35. The 34. A 25-yard punt with no return. And 1:32 to go till halftime. Two receivers. Pump fake. He's got Mithun open. Oh, great play. Broken up by Bullgreen. Mithun was open, and Bullgreen, like a bolt of lightning, just came in and broke that up. 2nd and 10, Hawley with 1:27 to go in the half. Bullgreen's got an interception already today on a deflected pass. In an eventful second quarter. Nelson from the pistol, rolls right. Still rolling. Now got to think about running. He might have lost a yard there. So credit to the Barnesville defense for not finding anybody open to throw to. No gain on the play. Hurry up offense. Nelson throwing near side. Pass is caught by Liebach. It'll be short of a first down, and he stayed in bounds, the officials say. Gain of 8 to the 42-yard line. 4th and 2. Barnesville took a timeout there, second of the half. 47 seconds to go on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. LakesCommunityCoop.com, Energy Solutions, C-Stores, a meat market, car wash, feed, and more. Barnesville 24, Hawley 7. We'll be right back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Keep your job site stocked with reliable service from Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Our team specializes in everything concrete. That means hand tools and equipment, rebar of all shapes and sizes, concrete forming packages and ICFs, decorative concrete materials like color, stain, sealers, and coatings. And let's not forget our impressive fleet of winter construction equipment to keep the concrete flowing all year round. If you've got concrete questions, we've got concrete answers at Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters.
4th and 2 for Hawley. Two receivers right, one to the left. Nelson had started under center, now drops back into the pistol, and Mithun lines up in a slot on the left side. Play clock at 6. And it'll be timeout Hawley. They were apparently hoping to draw Barnesville offside. Didn't quite turn out. Hawley taking their first timeout. Still 47 seconds to go in the half. 24-7 in favor of the Trojans, the number one team in the state in Class 2A, according to the Minnesota Star Tribune. Trojans didn't spend much time, if any, on the sideline. And Zach Liebach is in punt formation. This one's up and gets a Nugget bounce and will be down at about the 29. .41 seconds to go in the half. .29 yards on the punt, no return. Let's see if Barnesville try to get a big play here, or they just take a knee and go into the dressing room. Bullgreen keeping it. Took a hit by Liebach and help. Bullgreen will lose a yard to the 28. Second down 11. Trojans up 24-7. They'll go for it. Inside handoff for Jacob Strand. He'll be wrestled down at about the 37. Short of a first down, and time runs out. And after a scoreless first quarter, Barnesville put on a show in the second. On the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, lakescommunitycoop.com, energy solutions, convenience stores, a meat market, car wash, feed, and more. At the half, Barnesville 24, Hawley 7. We'll come back with stats and a scoring summary after these words on yourliveevent.com.
Exceptional people, exceptional care.
The team at Riverview Health is getting stronger to serve you better. Riverview Health is pleased to welcome orthopedic surgeon Dr. Brennan Smith. Dr. Smith specializes in joint replacements and sports medicine. Dr. Smith is now seeing patients at Riverview Clinic in Crookston, East Grand Forks, and Thief River Falls. You know you'll be in good hands with Riverview Health when you need specialized care. For appointments, call 218-281-9595.
At Wild Rice Electric Cooperative, we're more than just your energy provider. We're your friends, your neighbors, and partners in progress. With a deep concern for our community and a commitment to teamwork, we're dedicated to empowering every member we serve. From lighting up your homes to supporting local initiatives, Wild Rice Electric is here to energize our community. Because when we work together, we all thrive. Wild Rice Electric Cooperative, empowering you, empowering our community.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Now available, the 2024 R&J Sports Fall Sports Guide. The digital version of the R&J Sports Fall Sports Guide is available at rjbroadcasting.com. This year, featuring schedules for the fall sports teams in the region, along with photos, coaches' bios, and highlights from the 2023 season and the fall broadcast schedule for R&J Sports and yourliveevent.com. The digital version of the 2024 R&J Sports Guide is available now at rjbroadcasting.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com. Joe Lancello back at Hawley, where the Nuggets trail Barnesville 24-7 at halftime. There was no scoring in the first quarter, but on the third play of the second quarter, Barnesville finished off a 9-play, 93-yard drive that started at their own 7-yard line, with Connor Clemene scoring on a 3-yard run. Quarterback Gannon Bolgreen ran for a 2-point conversion. It was 8-0 in favor of Barnesville with 10:47 to go on the half. Hawley then had a 3-and-out, and to make things worse, the punt was shanked, and it was a negative 2 yards on the punt. So Barnesville took over at the Hawley 41-yard line, and 3 plays later they score again. Bolgreen, the quarterback, on a 16-yard run. A pass to Jack Macy for a 2-point conversion made it 16-0 Trojans with 7:49 to go in the half. Hawley responded with a 6-play, 54-yard drive that took a minute 35. Quarterback Noah Nelson scoring on a 2-yard run. The extra point kick was good by Nico Lamano. 16-7. Nuggets trail with 6:02 to go in the half. Then it was Hawley again. 5-play, 58-yard drive that took a minute 46. There were a couple of big penalties tacked on that helped the Barnesville cause, a roughing the passer penalty on Hawley and also a personal foul after a play. Clemene winds up scoring on a 2-yard run, his second score of the day. Clemene would get the 2-point conversion. It was 24-7 in favor of the Trojans, and that's where it stands right now. Unofficially right now, for Barnesville, those are the only stats I was able to figure out here. Gannon Bolgreen, the quarterback, 2 for 3 for 39 yards. Jacob Strand with 1 catch for 32, and Clemene 1 catch for 7. Bolgreen, the leading rusher in the game, 61 yards on 8 carries. Major Ness, 32 yards on 5 carries. Clemene, 35 yards on 5 carries. Strand, 4 carries for 11. And Elias Cox, 2 carries for 16. Barnesville did punt for the first time this season. Late in the half, a 25-yard punt for Jacob Strand. Penalties against Barnesville. Let's see. 1 for 5 yards. And Bolgreen has an interception. Only turnover of the game. It'll be Hawley getting the ball to start the second half, as they had deferred the choice. They've had some success moving the ball. They had a drive in the first quarter that started at their own 33. They got as far as the Barnesville 7. But on 4th down, they threw an incomplete pass. That was where Barnesville started to get their first score of the game. Very entertaining football here tonight. Barnesville in the lead at 24-7 at halftime on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. lakescommunitycoop.com with energy solutions, convenience stores, meat market, car wash, feed, and more. Barnesville 24, Hawley 7. Back with the start of the second half after these words on YourLiveEvent.com.
We're inviting R&J Broadcasting Incorporated listeners to join us on a tour of the Hawaiian Islands, February 22nd through March 3rd. The Big Island will be part of this trip while taking in the breathtaking views of Oahu, the Big Island, and Maui. Enjoy the perfect balance between scheduled activities mixed with personal leisure time. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ to learn more about this tour, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Lakes Community Co-op delivers more than just propane into a tank. They deliver a commitment to customer safety with professional, knowledgeable service. Lakes Community Co-op propane customers can relax because having a monitored tank allows Lakes Community Co-op to know tank levels and therefore make timely deliveries. This takes away all your worries. Call 1-888-935-2281 for propane from Lakes Community Co-op. For more information, visit lakescommunitycoop.com.
Keep your job site stocked with reliable service from Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Our team specializes in everything concrete. That means hand tools and equipment, rebar of all shapes and sizes, concrete forming packages and ICFs, decorative concrete materials like color, stain, sealers, and coatings. And let's not forget our impressive fleet of winter construction equipment to keep the concrete flowing all year round. If you've got concrete questions, we've got concrete answers at Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care.
The team at Riverview Health is getting stronger to serve you better. Riverview Health is pleased to welcome orthopedic surgeon Dr. Brennan Smith. Dr. Smith specializes in joint replacements and sports medicine. Dr. Smith is now seeing patients at Riverview Clinic in Crookston, East Grand Forks, and Thief River Falls. You know you'll be in good hands with Riverview Health when you need specialized care. For appointments, call 218-281-9595.
At Wild Rice Electric Cooperative, we're more than just your energy provider. We're your friends, your neighbors, and partners in progress. With a deep concern for our community and a commitment to teamwork, we're dedicated to empowering every member we serve. From lighting up your homes to supporting local initiatives, Wild Rice Electric is here to energize our community. Because when we work together, we all thrive. Wild Rice Electric Cooperative, empowering you, empowering our community.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
The premier Red River Valley land sale is coming soon. Stevedale and Farmland Sales eXp Realty is proud to present 600 acres of fabulous farmland located near Moorhead, Minnesota. The Allen Family Farm Sale will take place at the Moorhead Marriott Hotel on October 23rd at 10 a.m. For more information, visit stevedaleandfarmlandsales.com and thepeoplescompany.com or call me, Steve Dalen, at 701-893-8517.
Optima Real Estate Development and Property Management is your partner in unlocking your property's potential. Optima Companies are fully licensed in Minnesota and North Dakota, covering real estate, development, and property management. Optima Companies, making a positive impact by building for the needs of the community. For more information, dial 701-715-3283 or visit www.optima-nd.com.
Joe Lancello back with you from Hawley as the hometown Nuggets trailing Barnesville 24-7. Hawley stats from the first half, 6 first downs for the Nuggets. Noah Nelson, 7 for 13 for 62 yards with 1 interception. Leading receiver Midthune, 2 catches for 28 yards. Levi Loam, 3 catches for 12. Rushing Hawley only 60 yards on the ground so far. Noah Nelson, the leading rusher, 43 yards on 6 carries and a touchdown. Hawley's total offense, 122 yards. Barnesville with 39 yards in the air, 155 on the ground for 184 yards of total offense. Oh, I know what I forgot to look up here. The Hawley penalties. Two penalties for 22 yards against the Nuggets. Not too many flags here tonight, but those two penalties came on the same drive that allowed Barnesville some extra momentum to score their third touchdown. Hawley to receive the second half kickoff. The lights are back on the right-hand side of the field on the near side. Must have been a short or something. But that's apparently been repaired. Kicking off for Barnesville will be 51, Alexander Dorton, a senior. And the second half is underway. Fielded on the upbacks of the 25-yard line. That's Midthune. He cuts to the right, trying to get away, and he did briefly and got to near the 40. So Hawley has had good field position just about every time they've taken over. They've started at their own 33, at their own 45, their own 46, their own 37, and their own 34. So no really bad field position for the Nuggets to sort of drive. The trick is moving the ball and getting into the end zone. Noah Nelson from the pistol. And a handoff inside for, I think that was Peterson. Now we've got flags after the play. A gain of 2, and apparently they're going to tack on the penalty afterwards. Personal foul, Barnesville. That's an automatic first down. And that'll move the ball into Barnesville territory. The 15-yarder to the 43-yard line of the Trojans. This is a big rivalry. We don't want to see things get chippy here. Midthune lines up wide to the left. On 1st and 10. Nelson, quick throw, in and out of the hands of Zach Liebach. He'd have been very close to a first down. 2nd and 10 Nuggets. Hawley 2-1 on the season. Barnesville 3-0. Both teams 2-0 in Region 8 AA play. Wings to both sides. Handoff for Peterson. Got to the line and got hit. Colin Morey, the linebacker, in on the hit. Gain of a yard to the 42, making it 3rd and 9 Nuggets. Hawley going from right to left in the home maroon with gold and white. 2 receivers left. Nelson from the pistol. Peterson at his left hip. Time running out. Nelson throwing incomplete. Liebach, the intended receiver. may have just thrown that away. And so it'll be the Nuggets to punt now with 10:45 to go third quarter. Liebach to punt, averaging 13.5 yards on 2 kicks. He had a minus 2-yard punt and a 29-yarder his last time. Gets this away. Rolling inside the 20. It'll be stopped at about the 13-yard line. So Hawley getting some good field position there. If not a great amount of yardage, 29 yards on the punt, no return. So Barnesville with their first series of the third quarter. Clemene with 2 touchdowns. And Gannon Bolgreen, the quarterback, with the other one. All on the ground. Double tight set, full house backfield. And movement on the line. It'll be a legal procedure on Barnesville. Then he'll move the ball back to the 8-yard line. First and 15. So Barnesville 2 penalties early to start the third quarter. The personal foul on the last drive and now an illegal procedure call here. Gannon Bolgreen, the senior, 6'1", 180. Bolgreen under center. And the ball goes up the middle. And it was Bolgreen, the quarterback, keeping it. Levi Loam and Blake Downer on the tackle for Hawley. After Bolgreen's gain to the 16-yard line, a pickup of 8. 2nd and 7. More manageable for the Trojans. Bolgreen gave up the middle for Major Ness, a big burst, and he's going to run all the way back to Barnesville. Touchdown, Barnesville. And it's 30-7 in favor of the Trojans. Two plays, 57 yards, or 2 plays, 77 yards. No, let me try it again. 87 yards on the drive, 57 seconds the time of the drive. I tell you, between Bolgreen and Ness, we have seen some real explosive running. Strand. No, it's a touchdown on the right side. I think that was Elias Cox on the run. So Barnesville 4 of 4 on 2-point conversions tonight. And now with 9:39 to go in the third on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, lakescommunitycoop.com, energy solutions, convenience stores, a meat market, car wash, feed, and more. Barnesville 32, Hawley 7. The kickoff after this on yourliveevent.com.
Homegrown local radio. Is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Barnesville up now 32-7 over Hawley in the battle for Lee's paddle. The Trojans have the paddle. It looks like they'll be going back home with it too at this point. Different kickoff man now for Barnesville. This is popped up, fielded at the 32. And it was Matthew Crompton on the return. That's his second return. No one's really had a deep kickoff for either team tonight. So the Nuggets take over with 9:36 to go in the third. And their workload got a little harder as the Nuggets start from their own 38, now trailing 32-7. Receiver wide left. Nelson keeping it. Getting up the middle, stop to the 43, maybe the 44. Noah Nelson, 43 yards and 6 carries in the first half. Gain of 7 to the 45-yard line, second down 3. Two receivers left plus a wing on the left. And whistles. I don't see a flag. There's some discussion. Now the officials having a conference. Now Hawley huddling back up. The officials are still in their huddle. Well, let's see what the referee says here. He is going to say something, isn't he? Wanted the clock reset to 9:15. All right. Second down 3 for Hawley after all that. Nelson gonna air it on the near side, looking for Lelm, and it's just out of his reach, and he needed about another 10 yards wider field. It'll be 3rd and 3. I don't know if that would have even been a legal catch on a Canadian width football field. 3rd and 3 Nuggets. 8:59 to go, third quarter. Hawley trailing Barnesville 32-7. Nelson steps up, will run for it. He has a first down, and he is in Barnesville territory. Noah Nelson, who will be a preferred walk-on at North Dakota State next year. And 54, Nicholas Robidoux getting up a little slowly. Carson Smith coming off the field also, but he seems to not be injured. '71, Jackson Meyer into the game on the defensive line for Barnesville, number 71. An 8-yard gain for Nelson to the Trojan 47. Two receivers tight to the left, one to the right. Toss for Lieback on a reverse, or an end around rather, and a gain of about 3. It's an end around when one guy gets the handoff and goes around end. It's in a reverse when there's a double handoff. Gain of 2 for Lieback. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Nuggets. Levi Lum lining up wide to the near side. Nelson rolling left. Good protection, will throw. Oh, incomplete. And a penalty thrown. Liebach is the receiver. He is down, and he apparently took a shot from number 3, Major Ness. Liebach up under his own power, no problem. Took a good hit, couldn't hang on to the ball. They may be saying hitting a defenseless receiver or leading with the helmet, hard to know. It's an incomplete pass. Did I hear taunting? Targeting, okay. Wrong T-word, folks, sorry. First down, the 15-yard penalty. And Ness is out of the game. Apparently targeting is a immediate disqualification. No one else bobbles the snap, goes around the left side and gains a couple. Isaiah Zajac on the tackle after Nelson picks up 2 to the 28. Two receivers left. Wing on the right side. Midthune comes in motion. And it's Nelson on a keeper around the left side, and he'll get knocked out of bounds near his own bench. Jacob Strand on the tackle for the Trojans. Jacob Strand playing on defense for the first time, I think, tonight. Third and 2 from the 22. And Nelson kept it for a first down. Third of this drive. And the Nuggets not quite in the red zone. They're on the 20-yard line. 7:04 to go, third quarter, clock running. Nuggets looking to get on the board again, trailing 32-7. Two receivers wide to either side. Peterson at the left hip of Noah Nelson. Nelson airs it out on the near side looking for Lelm, just out of his reach. That's the second time Levi Lum and Noah Nelson have almost hooked up on a pass, and each time it was thrown just a little too much. 2nd and 10 with 6:48 to go in the third. Well, Major Ness is back in the game. So it may not have been targeting, but it was something to get him off the field for a couple of plays and cool off. Nelson play action rolling right. Hesitates, throws, and throwing into a crowd, and the pass was dropped. Intended for Liebach. That'll be 3rd and 10 at the 20-yard line. Barnesville up 32-7, almost midway through quarter number 3. Barnesville looking to go 4-0 on the season and 3-0 in region play. They would tie Park Rapids for first place in the region. Now the officials are having a conference. And okay, we got confirmation. Targeting in the high school ranks is at the official's discretion, whether it's an ejection. Okay, here's Nelson throwing on 3rd down. Has a man, Lum, wide open on the far side, and Lum zagged when he should have zigged or turned the wrong way. And that'll set up 4th and 10. Good execution by the Nuggets there as Levi Lum was wide open on the far side. It'll be 4th and 10 with 6:38 to go in the third. Hawley going for it. 3 receivers right. Nelson looking, and Mithune couldn't quite hang on to it. Lincoln Mithune, the sophomore, not able to hang on to it, and so it'll be Barnesville taking over on downs at their own 20 with 6:31 to go in the third quarter. Bowlgreen remains in the game at quarterback, still the full house backfield. Ness, Strand, and Clamine, and it'll be a timeout by Hawley. Their first of the second half. 6:31 to go in the third quarter on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. LakesCommunityCoop.com, energy solutions, convenience stores, meat market, car wash, feed, and more. In the third, it's Barnesville 32, Hawley 7. Back after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
Coming soon, Stevedale and Farmland Sales eXp Realty is proud to present 600 acres of fabulous farmland located near Moorhead, Minnesota. The Allen Family Farm Sale will take place at the Moorhead Marriott Hotel on October 23rd at 10 a.m. For more information, visit SteveDaleandFarmlandSales.com and ThePeoplesCompany.com or call me, Steve Dalen, at 701-893-8517.
From Hawley, Joe Lancello with you. 6:31 to go, third quarter. Number 1 ranked Barnesville leading Hawley 32-7. Bowlgreen under center. And the ball was handed off. It was Jacob Strand on the carry. They do a really good job of hiding the football. No gain, 2nd and 10. I'll tell you, a quarterback that can hide the ball that well is outrageously valuable to a team. And a handoff going up the middle is Bullgreen. No, he didn't hand it off. He's just going to burst all the way down. 20, 10, touchdown Barnesville. We do have a penalty flag on the play, though, at about the 36-yard line. This might come back. It was a little bit downfield from the line of scrimmage because they started at the 20. Let's see what we have here. Holding on Barnesville. Now remember, this is 10 yards from the spot of the foul instead of the line of scrimmage. So oddly enough, Barnesville is 5 yards better off than they were. So it'll be 2nd and 5. So the officials trying to get the chain gang in order. We have the stoppage with 5:35 to go in the third quarter. They actually gained. Handoff up the middle, nothing doing there. And it was Clemene on the carry. Picked up 3 to the 28-yard line, setting up 3rd and 2. 5 minutes to play in the third. Trojans trying to get their 4th straight win. Bullgreen under center as he has been all day. And Bullgreen keeping it. And again he bursts downfield. It's a foot race at the 20. Noah Nelson, with some help from Jackson Skank, brought him down. But a first down for the Trojans in Hawley territory inside the red zone. Nope, right on the edge of the end zone, the 20. 52 yards on the gain for Bullgreen. He is over 100 yards rushing. Boy, Barnesville, it's not power running, but they've got the explosive speed they have of Ness and Bullgreen. And Clemene's not exactly chopped liver either. This is Ness on the carry right side, breaking into the secondary, and he'll be stopped inside the 5. It'll be 1st and goal at the 3. A converted touchdown with a 2-point conversion would make it a 33-point lead. Got to be 35 for running clock. Bull Green under center. On first and goal. Bull Green giving it to Clemene, who scores. Or check that. It was Cox, Elias Cox on the touchdown. It is so hard to pick up those running backs. 38-7 now in favor of Barnesville with 3:56 to go in the third. Five-play, 80-yard drive as the Trojans again go for two. They've been 4 for 4 on the 2-point conversions today. Ness trying to bull his way over the right side and didn't make it. So with 3:56 to go in the third on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, lakescommunitycoop.com, energy solutions, convenience stores, meat market, car wash, feed, and more. Barnesville 38, Hawley 7. The kickoff after this on yourliveevent.com.
Optima Real Estate Development and Property Management is your partner in unlocking your property's potential. Optima Companies are fully licensed in Minnesota and North Dakota, covering real estate, development, and property management. Optima Companies, making a positive impact by building for the needs of the community. For more information, dial 701-715-3283 or visit www.optima-nd.com.
The Barnesville scoring drive, 80 yards, 5 plays. It took 2:35 off the clock. 38-7. 2 touchdowns by Clemene, Bull Green, Ness, and Cox with rushing touchdowns as well. Again, the lead has got to be 45 for a running clock, or 35 for a running clock. And who do we have kicking off here this time? I think this is Luke Harbin, number 81. It is. Oop! Collision on the kickoff, and it was Matthew Crompton fielding the kickoff. Took a bit of a shot from one of his teammates. And we've got an injured Hawley player on the ground. Can't see who it is because he's on his back and not able to see his number. So with 3:52 to go in the third, and player being helped up now, and that was Matthew Crompton. I don't think that had anything to do with the contact that he suffered when he caught the kickoff. Yeah, we have an official's timeout now. And Noah Nelson still in the game. Brody Hadley has been the backup quarterback, and he's gotten some playing time the last couple of weeks. He's got a touchdown that he had against Roseau last week. Hawley's stats against Frazee got mangled up somehow, and so we don't have those, but we do have the stats for the Perham and Roseau games. Here's Nelson throwing to the far side, caught by Midthune, ducks a tackler across midfield, far sideline, out of bounds near the 40 of Barnesville. So that's a first down for the Nuggets. Their 5th of this quarter. Gain to the 41 after a gain of 16. Noah Nelson from the pistol, low snap, picks it up. Look out, will throw incomplete. Liam Peterson, the intended receiver. There was still some pretty good pressure on him. I think that was Jack Macy, the senior defensive end. 2nd and 10, Nuggets. 3:39 to go in the 3rd. Nelson rolling left under pressure, again throwing for Levi Lum, and again overthrowing him. Third and 10 now with 3:33 to go in the 3rd. Noah Nelson will be a preferred walk-on at North Dakota State, as I mentioned. As I understand it, they're thinking of him as an athlete for right now, whether it be quarterback or playing somewhere, maybe even a linebacker with his size. Throws it far side against the grain, and it's caught by Skank, and he'll run toward the pylon, but out of bounds. Jackson Skank with the catch. First down, Nuggets. And he was out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Gain of 40. Hurry up offense. Nelson taking it himself and a touchdown. Noah Nelson with his 2nd touchdown run of the game. And it's now a 38-13 game with 3:10 to play in the 3rd. 42-second drive. 5 plays, 57 yards. Big 40-yard pass play from Nelson to Jackson Skank. Dawson Kratzky hurrying into the game. So that Hawley has 11. They're going to go for 2. Play fake. It'll be Nelson keeping it, and he will not get in. So the Nuggets now within 25 on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, lakescommunitycoop.com. Energy solutions, convenience stores, a meat market, car wash, a place to get feed, and more. Barnesville 38, Hawley 13. The kickoff after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
The Hawley scoring drive, 57 yards in 5 plays, took 42 seconds. Two big pass plays by Nelson, a 16-yarder to Midthune and a 40-yarder to Jackson Skank. Colton Klages to kick off. The kickoffs have been pretty short here now. If you're Hawley, do you try an onside kick? They don't. Fielded by Ness, getting a little bit of room, takes a hit, and is brought down near the 35. And the Trojans will take over with 3:05 to go in the third quarter. They'll mark onto the 34-yard line of the Trojans. Nicholas Robidoux, after being shaken up a little bit earlier, comes back into the ball game at his offensive guard position. And Jacob Strand is under center at quarterback. He is the backup quarterback. And to give for Major Ness over the left side, picking up 2, maybe 3. Jacob Strand, a freshman. And Bolgreen, I think, is back in the game. Ness gaining 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 from the 37. Oh, I take that back. Strand is again under center. Ness is in the backfield along with Clemene. And there's a new fullback. Strand on the carry, kept it himself. A gain to the 41-yard line after a gain of 4 sets up 3rd and 3. Let's see who the other back is. We have Clemene, we have Ness, and we have number 9, Adam Brandon, a junior, 6 foot 140. Strand under center. Give for Ness, bursting over the right side. And he's across the 45, and that's plenty for a Barnesville first down. Or check it, that was Brandon on the carry. After a gain of 5. Minute 20 to go, third quarter. 38-13. Barnesville in the lead. Trojans taking their time as they go from left to right, and the traveling white with purple. Strand giving it for Clemene over the left side. And brought down and gained to the 49, a pickup of 3. Second and 7 from the 49. The Trojans don't have to get a playoff if they don't want to. There's about a 4-second difference. Strand hands off for Ness. Straight ahead and into Hawley territory for a first down. To the Nuggets 41 after a gain of 10. And that will end the third quarter. On the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, lakescommunitycoop.com. Energy solutions, convenience stores, a meat market, car wash, feed, and more. After 3, Barnesville 38, Hawley 13. Fourth quarter after this on yourliveevent.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Now available, the 2024 R&J Sports Fall Sports Guide. The digital version of the R&J Sports Fall Sports Guide is available at rjbroadcasting.com. This year, featuring schedules for the fall sports teams in the region, along with photos, coaches' bios, and highlights from the 2023 season and the fall broadcast schedule for R&J Sports and YourLiveEvent.com. The digital version of the 2024 R&J Sports Guide is available now at rjbroadcasting.com.
With Brady Siebels, Joe Lancello with you. Fourth quarter about to get underway. Barnesville first and 10 at the Hawley 41, leading 38-13. Jason Strand, the quarterback, as he has been this entire series. Strand keeping the ball and getting to about the 30-yard line. He'll mark the ball at the 33-yard line, actually, where his knee went down. Pickup of 8, 2nd and 2 for Barnesville. No score at the end of the first quarter. Barnesville up 24-7 at the half, and it's now 38-13. Double tight end set. Freshman Jacob Strand under center. And an inside handoff, and he wound up giving the ball to Major Ness. And he gets a first down. Ness, 6'1", 175, a junior. He's got some very great speed, I'll tell you that. Gain of 4 to the 29-yard line. Full house backfield, Ness and Clemene and number 23, Braden Dunham in the backfield. And a handoff far side, it's Ness. He's poked out of bounds. We got a penalty flag behind the plate. That could be a late hit from the position. Personal foul on Hawley. So this will be half the distance that they'll tack on. So well, let's see. The ball's still on the 7. First and goal. And it's Strand keeping it himself over left guard. Did he get in? Not seeing any signs from the officials. Boy, he's inside the 1-yard line. Second and goal. Less than 10 minutes to go in the ball game. Jacob Strand, the son of Coach Brian Strand of the Barnesville Trojans. And a give for Clemene. And that's his third touchdown of the day. And Barnesville make it 44-13 with 9:37 to play. Five minutes, 28 seconds on the scoring drive. A 66-yard drive. 10-play, 66-yard drive. Strand under center as the Trojans go for two. Strand to keep it. Similar play to a couple of plays ago, except he went over the right side, and he gets in for the deuce. So on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, lakescommunitycoop.com, energy solutions, convenience stores, a meat market, car wash, a place to get feed, and more. 9:37 to go in the ball game. Barnesville 46, Hawley 13. The kickoff after this on yourliveevent.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Connor Clemene with his third touchdown run of the day, a 3-yarder. He'd scored on a 3-yard run and a 2-yard run. And Clemene had gone into the day without a touchdown, so he's more than made up for it here today with 3 scores in 4 games. 81, Luke Harbin, a freshman, is going to kick off. I think he's the third guy that's kicked off for Barnesville tonight. And a pop-up, fielded on a hop. That is Zach Liebach running across the 40 to about the 42. Isaiah Zajac, number 83, on the tackle. Jack Macy in the vicinity, too. And let's see, the ball's going to be on the 42 with 9:31 to play. Noah Nelson still in the game at quarterback. And it looks like the Nuggets still with their number 1 offense out there. Nelson keeping it himself across the 45, and the 45 may be as far as he got. And now we're going to see some changes. Number 12, Brody Hadley, a sophomore, checks into the game, and he'll be the quarterback. So Nelson will leave after a 3-yard gain, and a lot of his teammates will come out as well. 73, Dawson Kratzky is in the offensive line. 56, Connor Kosmatka is now the center. Charlie Steer lines up wide left. 2 receivers right. Snap a little bit high. And it's a give to number 33, or 83, beg your pardon, Tucker Anderson, a sophomore. And no gain on that play, setting up 3rd and 7. '83, Isaiah Zajac in as a defensive end. Alexander Dorton, 51, one of the linebackers now for Barnesville. As both teams making changes and got a penalty flag. Offside on Barnesville. Five-yard penalty moves the ball to the 50 and sets up 3rd and 2. '29, Brock Grabo in the secondary for Barnesville. He's a junior, 5'8", 125. Jet sweep motion, and it is A give for Charlie Steer, number 6. And he's got a first down into Barnesville territory. Steer with a gain of 5. .7:31 to go. Steer is a slot on the left side along with Matthew Crompton. Wide left. Wing right. And a handoff for Colton Klages. Gain of 1 to the 44-yard line. 2nd down, 9 for the Nuggets. .71 Jackson Meyer in the defensive line for Barnesville. Second down, 9 for the Trojans. Or excuse me, for the Nuggets. Hadley rolling left, throwing, pass caught. And the catch to Matthew Crompton. So Hadley's first pass is a completion and a first down. At the 34-yard line, a gain of 10 for the Hawley Nuggets. Reminder, we've got the Minnesota Gophers taking on Iowa tomorrow night on Gold 101.5 KRJM. Kickoff at 6:30 from Huntington Bank Stadium. And a gift for Klages, trying to go over the right side. He'll get a short gain. 15, Tate Pona, a freshman, 5'10", 150, PAUNA. Gain of a yard to the 33, 2nd down and 9 for Hawley. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Brody Hadley out of the pistol. With time, he's going to air it up. It's going to hold up short. And we'll have pass interference as Charlie Steer was trying to go back for the ball. And a Hawley defender or a Barnesville defender rather, crashed into him. Pass interference, Barnesville. So the ball goes to the 17-yard line, and first down Nuggets, their 3rd of this drive. .17, Dylan Hoekstra in the game now for the Nuggets. Give for Klages. And he got run down from Braden Dunham, the sophomore. Loss of a yard on the play to the 18, 2nd and 11 for Hawley. Hadley with the back on either side of him. Quick out in the near side, juggled but caught to the 10, to the 5, and trying to squirt his way through is number 17, Dylan Hoekstra. And that's a first down for the Nuggets, their 4th of this drive. First and goal at the 3 after a gain of 15. Two receivers left. Klages at the right hip of Hadley. Hadley will air it out far side. It is caught, and it's a touchdown for Charlie Steer. And that'll make it 46-19 with 4:22 to go in the ball game. Hadley, I believe that's his first touchdown pass of the year. Drive took 5:09, 58 yards. Nuggets going to go for 2. Hadley rolling right, throwing, and it's caught by Steer again for the deuce. So with 4:22 to go in the ball game, on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, lakescommunitycoop.com, they've got energy solutions, convenience stores, a meat market, a car wash, a place to get feed, and a whole lot more. Lakes Community Co-op. 4:22 to go in the ball game. It's Barnesville 46, Hawley 21. The kickoff after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors on their achievements in the classroom and on the court outline. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
(46-21), Barnesville in the lead. Unless we have something of major proportions here, Hawley is going to fall to 2-2 in the season, and 2-1 in region play. Barnesville will go to 4-0 overall, 3-0 in the region, and Barnesville will be tied with Park Rapids for first place in 8AA. Kickoff booted, fielded to the 20-yard line. And getting some room is Braden Dunham, number 23, and he'll be wrestled down. And it was the kicker, Nico Lamano, who made the tackle. Far as I know, the kind of tackles he's used to making are on the soccer field. The Italian exchange student. The Dunham kickoff return. So it's at the 39-yard line of the Nuggets, where the Barnesville offense will take over. Strand is the quarterback. 15, Tate Pauna, one of the 3 setbacks. And the give is to Dunham. Who might have lost he lost a yard to the 40, 2nd and 11. Number 8, Brant Cox, an 8th grader, 5'5" and 110 pounds. Well, now he's going to come off. 25, Gage Smith into the game for Barnesville, a sophomore running back. 5'10", 130. Pound in the backfield, 15. With Smith and Dunham. Strand under center taking his time. 3:20 to play. And neutral zone infraction? Or the wrong... Now, it wouldn't be the wrong football. Penalty against Barnesville, 5-yarder. To the 45-yard line. 2nd and 16. And a quick give for number 15, Tate Pauna, with a nice burst of speed there. Colton Clegg is making the tackle for the Nuggets after a gain of 8 to the 37. Third down 8. 2:35 to play. Freshman Jacob Strand under center. And again, taking his sweet time. He can afford to with a 25-point lead. And the handoff for Tate Poundin, check that. The announcer got faked out again. It was Brant Cox on the carry. And a fumble, and it's recovered by Hawley. Didn't see who got that. Well, let's see what the Nuggets can do now with 2:09 to play. Hawley will take over at their own 37. Brody Hadley out of the pistol. Will roll out, throw, broken up and picked off. That's Bryson Christofferson on the pick. A junior, 6'1", 155. Second interception by the Barnesville defense tonight. And the Trojans get it right back with 1:59 to play at the Hawley 32. So back-to-back turnovers. Double tight end set. Strand keeping the ball himself. Short gain. Pick of 2 yards to the 30-yard line, 2nd and 8. Under a minute and a half to play. Again, Trojans just taking their time. Play clock at 8. And a gift for Dunham, who was taken down by his own footing. He slipped. Dunham gaining to the 28. A pickup of 2 will be 3rd and 6. And a 19-second difference, game clock and play clock. Barnesville would only really have to take one more snap. Strand checking with his 3 backs. Strand giving it off. It's to the outside for Gage Smith, number 25. And that's a first down for the Trojans, and that'll be the last play from scrimmage tonight. And the final score here on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. LakesCommunityCoop.com for energy solutions, convenience stores, a meat market, car wash, feed, and more. Our final score, Barnesville 46 and Hawley 21. We'll have some post-game comments. We've asked both coaches to come up, Ryan Strand from Barnesville and Peter Natz from Hawley. We'll return after these words on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hi, this is Jim, and along with Bernie, we're inviting R&J Broadcasting Incorporated listeners to join us on a tour of the Hawaiian Islands, February 22nd through March 3rd. The Big Island will be part of this trip while taking in the breathtaking views of Oahu, the Big Island, and Maui. Enjoy the perfect balance between scheduled activities mixed with personal leisure time. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ to learn more about this tour, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Lakes Community Co-op delivers more than just propane into a tank. They deliver a commitment to customer safety with professional, knowledgeable service. Lakes Community Co-op propane customers can relax because having a monitored tank allows Lakes Community Co-op to know tank levels and therefore make timely deliveries. This takes away all your worries. Call 1-888-935-2281 for propane from Lakes Community Co-op. For more information, visit lakescommunitycoop.com.
Keep your job site stocked with reliable service from Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Our team specializes in everything concrete. That means hand tools and equipment, rebar of all shapes and sizes, concrete forming packages and ICFs, decorative concrete materials like color, stain, sealers, and coatings. And let's not forget our impressive fleet of winter construction equipment to keep the concrete flowing all year round. If you've got concrete questions, we've got concrete answers at Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care.
The team at Riverview Health is getting stronger to serve you better. Riverview Health is pleased to welcome orthopedic surgeon Dr. Brennan Smith. Dr. Smith specializes in joint replacements and sports medicine. Dr. Smith is now seeing patients at Riverview Clinic in Crookston, East Grand Forks, and Thief River Falls. You know you'll be in good hands with Riverview Health when you need specialized care. For appointments, call 218-281-9595.
At Wild Rice Electric Cooperative, we're more than just your energy provider. We're your friends, your neighbors, and partners in progress. With a deep concern for our community and a commitment to teamwork, we're dedicated to empowering every member we serve. From lighting up your homes to supporting local initiatives, Wild Rice Electric is here to energize our community. Because when we work together, we all thrive. Wild Rice Electric Cooperative, empowering you, empowering our community.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
The premier Red River Valley land sale is coming soon. Stevedale and Farmland Sales eXp Realty is proud to present 600 acres of fabulous farmland located near Moorhead, Minnesota. The Allen Family Farm Sale will take place at the Moorhead Marriott Hotel on October 23rd at 10 a.m. For more information, visit stevedaleandfarmlandsales.com and thepeoplescompany.com, or call me, Steve Dalen, at 701-893-8517.
Welcome back to Hawley. Joe Lancello with you as the number one ranked Barnesville Trojans defeated the Hawley Nuggets by a score of 46-21. Barnesville go to 4-0 on the year. Hawley is now 2-2. And let's check out the scoring summary here. There was no score in the first quarter. But in the second, Barnesville opened the scoring on the third play of the second quarter, a 3-yard run by Connor Clemene. Quarterback Gannon Bolgreen ran for the 2-point conversion, so it was 8-0 in favor of the Barnesville Trojans. On Barnesville's next possession, they would drive 41 yards in 3 plays. Bowling Green scoring on a 2-yard run. There was a pass to Jack Macy for a 2-point conversion. It was 16-0 with 7:49 to go in the half. Then it was Hawley getting on the board. And Noah Nelson scoring on a 2-yard run. The extra point kick was good. That made it 16-7, and that score coming with 6:02 to go in the half, and we'll talk a little more about that in a moment. But right now we're going to chat with Peter Nats, the coach of the Hawley Nuggets, and boy, oh boy, that Barnesville side is quite an outfit.
Yeah, they are, and they've done a great job developing a powerful program, and they just keep sending weapons at you. And we had some opportunities tonight. We had a lot of penalties tonight. Didn't really turn it over that caused any problems. Too many penalties tonight.
Yeah, and what they've got is also like not simply steady grounding it out, but also you've got guys with great bursts of speed. Ness had an 84-yard touchdown run. Bowling Green had a long touchdown run called back because of a penalty too.
Yeah, they're with their offense, they can just they're so explosive. They're so explosive. We played well, and we played exactly how we wanted to often, but not the whole game through. And I certainly believe that we'll get another shot at these guys, and it'll be a different football game. It will not be a runaway.
And on your side, Noah Nelson, I haven't gotten the full final
that's
stats.
That's all right.
Worked out all together, but Lincoln Midthune had a couple of nice plays for you as well, though, and that was a great catch to Jackson Skink, rather, that set up your second touchdown.
Yeah, Jackson's been, every time he got on the field last year as a sophomore, he was in the mix and was making plays all over the place. And he's starting to make his own way here, not just on the defensive side, but on the offensive side as well. Unfortunately, Mark Schauer got knocked out tonight with the shoulder injury real early in the first series, I believe. And, that took a little wind out of our sails. But we battled. We just made too many mistakes. And you can't do that against a team like Barnesville. You have good teams, you can't make mistakes. You got to be on.
And it's tough to do that against an average team, much less one of their quality. You're right.
Yeah, and it's when you don't have when you can't really get into a rhythm. Noah made some nice throws tonight. Jack Ames played well defensively tonight. We had different kids making plays on the offense. Liam ran like a dog tonight. Liam Peterson, and just he just kept grinding away on the inside, and we got after what we tried to get things taken care of, and it just came up short too many times, and then the penalties took us out of situations.
Now you go on the road for a couple of games. You'll face the other co-leader now in Region 8AA or Section 8AA. I always get my region and the section mixed up. A Park Rapids team that I believe is 3-1 on the year now.
Yeah, they've had a couple of games way up north this week and last week, and they're ready for some home cooking. So we got to get back to work and get after the Park Rapids Vikings. We don't get to soak our wounds or ice everything for several days. We got to get back on the path to work right away.
Did you get a chance to see their game against up in Roseville last night, either by
no,
video or
no. We won't trade film until we get it loaded up tonight. We don't load it until they accept ours, and we can accept theirs after they're both up. So, no, I don't know anything about them yet.
Okay, you mentioned the injury to Mark Schauer. Anybody else banged up tonight?
Oh yeah, everybody's banged up. Nobody with anything too serious, but definitely. We're going to be stiff and sore for a couple of days after this one.
All right. Peter Nats, coach of the Hawley Nuggets, thanks very much. Wish had some better news for Nuggets fans, but we'll see what happens. Best of luck next week at Park Rapids.
Thanks. Better news is on the way. Guarantee it.
All righty. Peter Nats, coach of the Hawley Nuggets, on the short end of a score of 46-21. Barnesville's Trojans go to 4-0 on the year. Where was I now in the scoring? Let's hear. It was 16-7 on a Noah Nelson touchdown run. The extra point kick was good by Nico Lamano. But then Barnesville would come back. They were aided by a roughing the passer penalty and a personal foul penalty against the Nuggets on the same drive, and it was Connor Clemene scoring on a 2-yard run. Clemene would score on the 2-point conversion, make it 24-7 with 4:04 to go in the half, and that was the halftime score, 24-7. Hawley took the second half kickoff, got 1 first down, and then had to punt it away. Then it was Barnesville, an 84-yard touchdown run by Major Ness. That might get him promoted to general, or should. Run for a 2-point conversion was good to make it 32-7. And that was Elias Cox who scored the 2-point conversion. And then on Barnesville's next possession, it was Elias Cox scoring on a 3-yard run. The try for conversion failed. 38-7 with 3:56 to go in the third. Hawley on their next possession, getting a 5-play, 57-yard drive. That was set up by the pass play I mentioned a little earlier to Coach Nats from Noah Nelson to Jackson Skank, a 40-yard pass play to the 1-yard line, and Nelson took it in from a yard out. The run for conversion failed. That made it 38-13. That was the score after 3. Barnesville then drove in the fourth quarter, making some substitutions, and it was Clemene scoring his third touchdown of the day, a 1-yard run with 9:37 to go. Quarterback by that time, Jacob Strand, he had started the day as a running back, scored the 2-point conversion to make it 46-13 with 9:37 to play. And then the Hawley second stringers got a touchdown with Brody Hadley hooking up with Charlie Steer on a 3-yard touchdown pass. The pass to Steer was good for a 2-point conversion to make it 46-21, and that's how the game ended. Barnesville now 4-0 on the year. Hawley is 2-2. And Hawley's next game will be next Friday night at Park Rapids. Barnesville with a short week. They'll play Thursday night at 6 o'clock at Warroad. So the Trojans with a long trip up north. Time now for our Energy Player of the Game, brought to you by Enbridge. Life takes energy. Enbridge, energy for life. Enbridge.com for career opportunities. And I haven't finished the Barnesville stats. Yes, I have. I'm going to go with Major Ness. 11 carries, 172 yards. Gannon Bolgreen rushing 121 yards and 10 carries, plus a touchdown. Bolgreen was 2 for 3 in the air for 39 yards. Barnesville did not try a pass in the second half. And I've got unofficially 395 yards rushing for Barnesville, along with the 39 yards passing. And that is going to do that for us tonight here from Hawley. And the battle for Lee's paddle once again goes to Barnesville. Thanks very much. to Brady Siebels on camera tonight and all his help. Thanks to our sponsors. We hope you will thank our sponsors by giving them your business. And thanks to you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. I'm Joe Lancello. The final here, Barnesville 46 and Hawley 21. Have a good night. Enjoy your weekend. We'll talk to you later. Good night, everyone.